Welcome everybody to the demonstration of the web automation testing group. So uh, for the setup part, the eShop application is already running in good state. Backend is running on port 3000. Front is running on port 5173. So the purpose is to demonstrate the testing approaches, not to debug the local environment. I will go through the first step part of our demo, which is the traditional handwritten. So this is the traditional test written with the playwright technology on the add to cart functionality. So the test first login with the test account, and then it would add a product to the cart, and navigate to the cart through the user interface, and finally it will verify if the actual cart contains. So you can see here we have we will check for product name and quality and row count. Okay, so now I will run the script for the traditional handwritten script and wait for the results. So this is playwright in action, and here that gives us our human written baseline, which is one pass. So that was the first part of the traditional route. Now I'm going to the AI track, which I will be using Copilot combined with the Playwright MCP, which everybody needs to install using either with the command line or config this JSON in the repo root to actually set up Playwright MCP correctly. Okay, so I'm going to give a prompt to Copilot in agent mode, and I'm going to say I wanted to generate the script like the human traditional after it has explored the live eShop application. So I will tell it to do these steps to go through the whole add to cart flow, login, open, add, and then confirm in the cart. And I tell it to explicitly use the browser tools. And finally, after the explore, it needs to generate this spec. So you will want to see Playwright MCP to use the tools that are available. So the flow would be for it to navigate, to use the tools navigate, snapshot, fill, click, and snapshot again. Here it has created a plan, so now we need to allow it to run. Here it is the MCP running the browser, and I'm just going to allow for all action. is in the login page. Here it will fill the input for user and password for the test account. Okay, it has navigated to the home page. And opening the first product. Here you can see the card for product iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is interesting because the AI is not simply generating a test from assumption, it is actually observing the live application through the MCP and creating the script right here. Okay, it seems to be writing the AI script. Here we go. Let's take a look at the generated script. Okay. So, but what does this script exactly does? So, okay, it seems to be adding the first product to the cart, then find a nearby heading inside the cart, and it opened the cart, but then it points out that to have your cart. So the test is green, but the assertion is weak. Reaching the cart URL does not prove that the add to cart operation actually succeeded. Yes, so if we take a look at the code bug in product detail, okay, and here you can see this bug where the first click doesn't work and 2 clicks are needed for the add to cart handler. So seems like AI discovered that 2 clicks are needed, but it didn't explain why. So that's why we need an AI audit, human audit, to investigate the source code and identify the logic. Yeah, so this is the version that I have already made for the human audit investigation. So in this test, first I will do the sign flow and then go through a product name. We can see that I've audited by adding the 2 clicks to make it to actually work. So let's do a final run on all of these three test scripts. Two made by, one made by traditional route, one AI track, and one human audit. Okay, so let me just run the whole three test script at the same time. Okay, so the three tests pass. So the key point is the handwritten tests provide like a strong baseline. The AI track with Copilot and Playwright NCP can interact with the real app and generate a test based on its observed behavior instead of assumption. However, the MCP doesn't guarantee a good test design, so the generated test can still have weak assertion or fail to explain unexpected behavior like the 2 clicks. So therefore, human auditing is still necessary before accepting an AI-generated test. The main point is to show everybody the 3 levels of testing in web automation testing. So that's the end. Thank you for your attention.